Hello, guys. It's good to see you again. Thank you for interacting with us last week, for being with us, interacting, and just sending your questions, sending your prayers, and all that to Spot On. This is Spot On for those of you who are new to the show. Welcome. My name is Daniel, and I think my friends will introduce themselves going from this way, that way.
Okay, thank you very much. Once again, it's a pleasure to be here. My name is Billy Mtai Tuot, and I'm profoundly humbled to be with you today. So let's kick it.
Hey everyone, my name is Hilda Katabe. I'm super excited. I want to know what's going to happen this week because last time I learned that you can have avocado with sugar.
Absolutely.
So Absolutely. So let's do this.
Hi guys, as always, my name is Sheila Juma and I'm very excited to be here. This is going to be a very, very interesting show. You don't want to miss this one. Absolutely. So don't go anywhere.
Right. So I feel like Sheila has already leaked something about what we're going to do today. So this is going to be an interesting Christmas-based show. So what we decided behind the scenes is that we will take names randomly and put them, shuffle them somehow amongst ourselves. There's only one person who knows the names that were shuffled, and that is Hilda. I don't know if she has some inside information that could be illegal, but anyway. But what happens is she decided to shuffle the names, and what we're going to do for our ice-breaking session is we all got random names. Now, the people we are supposed to gift, it's like a secret kind of Santa Claus kind of situation. So what we're going to do is none of us here, apart from Hilda, knows who is giving who is giving who a gift, right? So what we're going to do is I'm very excited to begin with Billy the Black Child.
Okay.
Just to see, so he has a gift for someone. What he will do is that he will begin with a description of what it is he's done, what he's gotten. We are working with a budget gift, isn't that, Hilda?
Yeah.
We're working with a budget gift of less than 100 shillings. I have to say I kind of did above that.
What?
But
You brought disqualified.
Already.
I tried. I was very tempted. I was like, hey, you kitted your 100
The
bucks.
trick is that it is supposed to be below 100.
Exactly.
That's the trick.
I tried.
100.
100 is
Still
fine.
100 is fine.
100 is fine.
Okay.
100 and
Okay.
below.
I tried. I was very tempted to take the 100. I was like, atachukua vibaya. Wacha niongeze ingine. So, hiyo ni kitoweo. But anyway, it's going to be sosa, ni ugali sosa. But anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to begin with Billy. He's going to give a description. It could be whatever it is. If it is a joke that's tied to the gift that you're giving, or if it is something serious, you can go ahead and give that description. For our ice-breaking session, you can start us off.
Okay, well, good. And just to see if I got it right, I think you say that this gift kind of symbolizes whoever you're gifting personality, and also
just an aspect of that personality.
okay.
Yeah.
And you just had mine. I was tasked to give Dan Letaba a gift, and I think I'm in the right line.
Whoosh!
You know what I got him? You know what he said?
No, don't
he
say it
said,
fast.
Oh,
Just
I'm not saying.
He'll find out as you give it to him.
Okay. So here's your gift.
Oh
Would
my
you
goodness.
Just unwrap it.
Okay.
It's like a knife.
Wait, let me pass. You know, there's always that thing of. Okay. Let me see.
Hey, so inside the
How do I get a wish for Christmas? Huyu amenibeba. He has carried me something. Amenibeba. Oh my goodness. You give me.
oh my god.
Can you explain because maybe our viewers don't know why.
You just had you see, this one is a ugali. Sosa. Before he threw it to me. So I was right. He said this one is a ugali sosa. I was like, man, damn, you have it.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. This thing carries two meanings for me. Yeah? I'll run that quickly before we go to Hilda next.
Okay.
This thing has two meanings for me. When growing up, I used to be spanked with a mwiko. So
Okay.
this is bittersweet.
Yeah.
But it also makes ugali. So you guys, I thank you. Thank you very much.
Good job.
You're welcome.
Under 100
Got you
shillings.
there.
Yeah.
How much was it?
I got it at 50.
Hey, okay.
Well done.
Okay.
Ish,
Where do you
thanks.
get because at 50? Utaniambia baadaye.
Eh,
So I was next. Okay. For me, I was the one shuffling the names, so the one that landed on me was Billy.
Okay.
So I don't know, I've not known you for such a long time, so I just went and stalked you.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I just went and stalked you. So I noticed that there's always something missing when you dress.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
Like sometimes you're really, really but
making
there's
me
always something
anxious.
Oh my
missing.
god.
So we had to hide so that you don't guess.
Okay.
So don't worry, it smells nice.
Open. Let's see.
I was like, he's
It's a song.
Hey.
Surprise.
That's legit.
Happy songs.
Thank you.
That's good. Happy
Let me
socks.
tell you,
Yeah, happy songs.
I think you're the first person who has gifted me something that I like for quite a while.
wow.
Most people get my gifts wrong.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Should I be telling you that? Should I be telling you that about the Mwiko?
Did I get it right? Or? Honestly, yeah. Just as you say,
Yeah.
To me, I found, mwiko. A mwiko is something that you'll find in every African house.
Yeah.
And it's a very key thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, it kind of it symbolizes unity.
Right, okay.
Because mwiko mazina itagawase kwa meza pamoja. We all
Mwiko.
dig it pamoja.
You've gone deep, brother.
And then there's that
Hey.
Not
strength.
ugali?
Wow.
See, so to me, your personality, I see a man who's there for the family,
Eish.
a man who stands there. You see,
Hallelujah.
it's something that if it breaks today, let me tell you, before the night, itakuwa imereplaciwa.
Hey.
So, and I'm pretty sure your friend finds you that kind of a person that, manze, we need Dan. Dan always does spice up that thing. And for me, for that, I think it's been 2-3 weeks.
Right,
And you're a
right.
very, very good friend.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I feel that. Now, you know what? This thing in Mepando, this is not even 50 bob. This to me is like half a million. The speech is like half a million. So,
But
this
even
is
when
really
you'll be...
good. This is really
Yeah.
good. This is really good. Thanks, bro.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. So now, it lands on the host. So now we clearly know who I'm giving a gift to. And they're busy complaining here. 300, it's above 100. In fact, I just said how much it was. But anyway, so I decided,
300.
I think one thing, Sheila is really good at adorning herself. She knows how to, anasemanga ti, I'm still learning makeup tutorials, but she's really good at doing it. So this right here is a gift. I don't know if she'll use it, but she might not. She might gift someone with it, but let her open it.
Let's see.
What makes you excited for people to give?
Oh. Oh, these are so cute.
God.
Wow.
2 pairs.
Wow.
So nice.
Bro, you got taste, man.
Wow.
so
you got
really?
I
taste.
love it. I was literally telling my mom the other day, Mom, I don't have earrings. So I went to Sokora, her earring set.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any earrings.
Right.
I think every girl does that.
Yeah. So I hope.
So thank
I hope-
you.
yeah, I'm glad.
Wait. These
I'm
are
glad.
nice. Thank you
I'm
so
glad.
much.
Yeah.
Double.
Yeah.
Double.
I wish. Do you know, before I called her,
Yeah.
my initial gift in mind, you know what was it? I wanted to get you a similar watch that I'm
We
wearing
thought
right
you'd buy
now.
him avocado. Honestly.
By the way, speaking of avocado, I was gonna top it up with avocado. I was gonna give her a nice
Man,
avocado
that would have been a
to Skuma into the
Guys,
next year.
you guys.
And that's what I was telling you there
I
when we were
just
sitting.
walked away, honestly.
I was telling them
Like,
backstage that I was gonna be extra. I was telling Sheila and Hilda that I was gonna be so extra. I was going to do it and just gift her and tell her whatever you do, whether you put it on your face, whether you go and eat it and get your love for the avocado, I don't care. But anyway, there's a next time.
There's a
There's
next
a
There's
next
the
time.
next time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hilda,
So,
man. You got me.
so there's one person left, and that's Hilda, meaning I was to gift Hilda. So I got this gift for Hilda because I had her mention that she's learning how to do makeup.
Yes.
Is this true?
Yes. Very.
Yeah. So one of the things I think that is the hardest when you, okay, mine is not wrapped, so you will just know immediately. So don't look, wait, close your eyes. Close your eyes, wait.
You just do your left hand like that.
See, you pass it. Hakuna corona.
Okay, you can open now. So one of the things that I think the gift that I've gotten her, once she's gotten super good at makeup, this would be like the sign that enyewe umekoma kwa makeup. Because once you put this on by yourself, you're a makeup artist. You're a guru. So here it is.
Oh my god. I I love them.
And
Oh
they're
my
100
god.
on the dot.
Tell the viewers
I
what,
so love
what they are.
them.
Tell the viewers.
Oh,
Is
the
this the project?
lashes. The lashes.
Okay.
Eyelashes.
The lashes size 6, which fits because I have small eyes.
What would you classify? My eyes big or small?
Yours are big. They would be like a size 13 or something.
Boy.
Or 7.
These are small.
Oh my god, I love them. I've been practicing.
Yeah.
I burnt my eye.
What? What are you using around your eye?
I think I used the wrong glue.
Oh.
So like I had like something red over here.
Wow, sorry.
But then
I was gonna buy glue as well, but then that would have
it gets
exceeded
better.
the-
No, I love it. I love it. Because the fact that it elongates at the end.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So wait, so
I can't wait
without
for
the glue
Christmas.
it can't work. Me know me, I'm a
No.
guy. Educate me.
Without
So-
the glue, it
Lash
doesn't
glue.
work. And it's specific.
Right.
Specific glue.
Yeah,
Don't
lash
go-
There's a glue for the.
There's a
wow.
glue for eyelashes.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know me. Speaking of glue, me, I want to keep office glue up.
Yes, like.
There's glue for nails. There's glue for your lashes. There's glue for
There's glue for nails and lashes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, specific.
Okay.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, even you at home, try and get, I feel like beyond, don't even relate this to Santa. I mean, you can do this. This is a season for giving.
Doesn't have to be
Look for somebody who has, someone has not experienced love in a while. Go and get them, treat them, even buy them. Kama hata ni chipo ya nini ya Sanford ya 80 bob. Nenda wanunulie manze. Go and get something for somebody this time. Feel that the special feeling that comes with giving. So I've finally found it. Mi vile nimereceive mwiko bana. Mi sijui kama
Kwanza this
nitapika
one has such a
ugali.
deep meaning. Well, you go French this.
This one I'll go and laminate this mwiko. I will go and put it in a laminator anyway. But yeah, go make someone feel special this Christmas. Make them feel really, really important. I know there are many people who are not able to afford that for themselves. So just go and do that. Be creative. It doesn't have to be something expensive like you've seen. You can even do it under budget.
Below 100.
Yeah, below 100. By the way, she's the brain box behind that. Yeah, so woohoo, Hilda. Yeah, but yeah, so just go do something special for somebody. Yeah, so that's been it for our ice-breaking session today.
I've loved it.
We will move.
I
We will
love
move.
gifts.
You love
I'm
gifts.
so happy.
Yeah.
I think your love language is gift. Then.
Yeah.
Probably when you're a baby,
Yeah.
your mom also used to come with a lollipop, cake or something.
I was the only one at the time, so both of them were coming with gifts.
Oh,
See?
Yeah.
Left, right, center.
Exactly.
Hey. Right. So today what we're talking about is we are all born into a society that has we've learned of right and wrong, right? We've learned of situations that require judgment of and in this situation now we're young people, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there are certain things you see wrong in society, and all of a sudden you're like, manze, should I call this out? Ama should I just let it flow? Ama niwa join pia mimi. So today what we want to talk about is black and white. We are given judgment as, you know, people keep on saying usini judge, and I think one of us talked about it in our previous episodes about judging and all that. But now, how do we call out certain issues in society as youth, manze? Like, mi inaweza kuwa na mabeshte wameamua watembe hii direction, and I know for certain that that's not what is required of me. There's that voice inside inaniambia, manze, this is not it. This is not right. So I want to ask the panel, of course, have you ever been in situations, what was the last situation you are in where you felt like this requires me to make a stand on whether I am going to go with the flow, or I am now going to call the shots and say, manze guys, me, even if you call me weird, I'm backing out of this. Maybe we can begin with Sheila.
I think for me, I've even mentioned it in a previous show. For me, as soon as I got to college, it was like I was experiencing life for the first time. I was like seeing all these new people with all these different values than I was raised with. And from day one, call it whatever you'll call it, but from day one, I always just said, me, I don't drink, I don't club, I don't smoke, I don't cuss, name it, I don't do them. So to me, they were aliens, and to them, I was like an alien, like, who? You? Like,
Yeah.
someone, I remember I even said this, someone asked me, is it that you stopped drinking?
Yeah.
Or like you've just never drank before? And I'm like, no, I've never drunk, I've never had the desire to drink. And that for me, I think really helped.
Right.
The fact that I was straightforward from the get-go. Because if I wasn't, and then I'm just there looking like I'm condoning that behavior, and then later on come to say, oh, by the way, no, it looked like double standards. So the fact that I went straight on and said, this is where I stand on these issues, then that gained respect actually with them. Like I gained respect with them when it comes to these issues. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. How about Billy? Let's go to Billy. Sorry, Hilda.
No problem.
We'll come back.
I think for me, after finally finding Christ in my life, I think I found it. You know, before I got friends in Christ, you know, still hanging with the boys, the same talk, nini. But then you feel like, apana. But then, as time started passing, they realized, man, they were no longer with this guy. The kind of things he's bringing in our sittings is different.
Right.
So now it reached a point now, like just yesterday, something that happened. A friend of mine came for me to pick up at Tao, and he was playing the normal songs people listen to, not gospel songs. But then after a while, he remembered them in the car. So he was like, Buddha is and he said, why is it? So standing firm, unajua kifika mahali probably wanacheza reggae because ile hey Buddha ni mbaya ananiambia twice just here of lately, you know. But then drawing your line like manze, I listen out to Pastor Sabokat songs, gospel reggae songs because reggae is my job. Right. And so standing your ground, just as Sheila said, you'd find you'd enter a room and conversation to just shift because you know what, Dan or Sheila doesn't.
That's actually true because I'd be like sitting for lunch with my friends after class, and then one of them would cast, and then one of my friends who know like about me would say, hey, don't do that here, Sheila is here.
Right. Oh, wow. So it gains you some respect. It's like they know, hey, it's no longer if you even know Jama. This person you have to be really wow.
I think for me, they just never took it seriously. Like I said it. I was very low key, but if you invited me out, I'd be like, I don't drink, I don't club. But then they never took it seriously. I was like, we'll give you time. I've said this before, we'll give you time. So it came a point, my friend was going through something, and then she was like, I can't tell you what I'm going through because I'm scared you'll judge me. So that's why I had to call it out. I told her, listen, yes, I'm a Christian. Yes, I don't do some things, but whatever you will tell me, this is a safe space. Yeah, I won't judge you just because I don't do it.
And I think that leads me to the next question. You see, sometimes when you come across as you know what you want, and I really like what you guys have said about it gains you respect, people hold you in a certain regard, and you don't have to bow, your standards don't have to bow, they're not affected. But where's the balance now? Because you see, you want to be relatable to them, right? You want to be able to calm down. You see how they say, I'm not even using this as a way to contort the scriptures, but you remember how Christ sat with the tax collectors and with the wine bibbers, as they call them. So he knew where his stand was, like you guys have perfectly said. But he also knew that his aim was not to go and be covered by them. He wanted to be in the world, but not of the world. So now, where is the balance? Like for each one of you, this time we'll begin with Billy and go around now perfectly. What's the balance for you? How do you know that you can mix and mingle with them? Like you like not, of course, not shading off your standards, but now being the light. You get my question?
To me, first, it all trickles down to your foundation, how the in-depth that you have in the word. Because you can decide you go there and you be consumed. There's this experiment that they normally do. Or for example, let's say you're somewhere up and you're down, and you want to pull. Let's say you're the one who's up, and you want this guy who's still in the world, he's down. You want to pull him. Who can easily pull the other?
The one who's
or pull down.
Lower. Right.
Also the one who's already there.
The one who's down can easily pull you. So it depends when you're up there, what kind of foundation are you standing on? Umeona? That's the first key thing. Kwa sababu unasema mimi nimekuwa juzi ati nenda club ni ubiria wase Buddha. Wait I come.
Taban.
Umeona? Upata joy imebamba hapo. So to me my key thing would be in evangelizing the different kind of hooks that you throw. Like for me, the one who fished me, manze, used a different hook that I never seen. You know, uwezi tu kwa a different click uanze kuhubiria kuhusu Yesu ama nini. You might put them off, but since they are friends, it depends with how you just camouflage in with them. But then in camouflage with them, your light still shines with them. I don't know if I've answered your question.
I get you.
You totally have, and I so agree with you. Like your Christianity has to be in some depth.
That's
Like
the must
you
thing.
you do the right things, you do what you're supposed to do. You have that foundation, and it's firm, it's stubborn.
Right,
Because for sure these things are tempting.
Right.
Yeah.
I like
For
what you
sure
said,
they are.
stubborn faith.
Yeah,
isn't it?
stubborn faith, because
Right.
they are tempting. As in, when you're left, you know me, they used to leave me alone in the hostel.
Right.
And then just the one when you know peanga ID yangu.
Yeah.
As in, if anything happens, is a designated driver.
Wow.
That type of friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes you get lonely and they look like they're having fun, but then you have that strong self, because if you don't
Right.
have it, hey my friend, you'll join them.
right.
You'll still join
Yeah,
them.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's true. I was having this conversation actually with someone last week, and they asked me that same question.
Yeah.
So they asked what happens if, you know, you don't do all these things, you're a firm believer. What happens if, for example, you go to a table
Right.
discussing business or politics with someone,
Yeah.
and then they order like a beer,
Right.
or they order like whatever. What would you stay in the table or on the table in
Yeah,
the table
on the table, yeah. Uh-huh.
around? Would you stay around on the table?
Yeah.
Or would you walk away? Like, what would you do? And to me, number one, if I'm hanging out with you, okay, if it's discussing business, I think it's even a law, like in business terms, that
Yeah.
you don't drink on the job or
Yeah.
Right, okay.
whatever. But aside from that, like if it's my friend, the way I normally carry myself should tell you. Because I think I'm one person, and I've seen, not to brag, but I've seen people actually come up to me and say, just last week but when someone came up to me and said, I normally see you around church, I'm new,
Right.
I normally see you around church, and you look like a firm believer. See, actually they've seen me on stage because I've not sung in a while.
Yeah.
So, but the way they just see me,
Yeah.
you know, I look like a firm believer. They didn't know even who my parents, like nothing. So, if I'm with my friend, they should know that the way I carry myself, you just don't do some things around this girl. At the same time, now to bring in that balance, they should never feel like condemned
Right.
or
Yeah.
feel scared, like
Yes.
she was saying, to come to you for advice,
Yeah.
to come to you for prayer, you know. But even at the same time, when they do, making sure that you are giving solid advice and even giving them the good news of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
that's the bottom line. The bottom
Yeah.
line is to
Jesus
have
Christ.
them get saved and accept Jesus Christ. So it's really ati kuwapatia tu ile advice, yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Usijali.
No, you share with them the gospel, because the gospel will change.
Yeah.
Right,
Will change
absolutely. I
them.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. And therefore, let's talk about fear now. You rightfully said that your friends, I've heard what Sheila said about how your friends will gather how you carry yourself and therefore adapt accordingly, because many times there are many people who probably don't have their own stands. They don't have a stand in what they believe in. And someone said if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for everything.
Sure.
Right?
I
So
like that.
so I hear that, but now there is the knowing right and doing right. I'm trying to speak to someone probably watching us today, and there is knowing right. You know right, and there's something about conscience. There's something that tells you there's always that voice, and if you keep on listening, it's like God always gives you something. He gives you something that will tell you, this is not right. It's not for me. It's not what will take me in the right direction. So there is that knowing right and doing right, being in the light. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So what do you think? Now this is random. What do you think is the bridge in between knowing right and now therefore stepping forward to do something about it? What do you think? What do you think? Or yeah, what the fear about it? What do you think causes that? And how can someone watching us today
Yeah.
move past that?
Yeah, I think the issue with that most of the time is now the fear of man. What
Right.
do people think?
Yeah,
What do
what will they
people
say?
say? I think once you get to a place, and it's I'm not gonna say it's hard to get there, because I don't like saying anything is hard.
Right.
But it takes intentionality.
Right.
Is that a word?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes being intentional for you to
Right.
get to a place where you actually, not necessarily that you don't care in a bad way, but
Yeah.
you don't care what people will say.
Yeah.
As long as you're right with God, as long as you're sticking it out for Christ, then whatever people will say, let them say. Whatever they think,
What I was
let them
saying.
think. So, you know what to do.
Yeah.
You know the right thing to do. But even Paul says, is it Paul who says that my body, I mean, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I do the opposite.
Yeah.
You know?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So it takes dying to self,
Yeah.
and it takes, you know, overcoming the fear of man. What will people think? What will people
Right.
But that
do?
people on social media are just vicious. Like
It's
you just
true.
go ahead and say you're a Christian.
It's true.
Now they're watching you.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, so you're a Christian. Oh, you're on Sunday. I didn't see you in church. You
Eh.
should have posted you were in
Sunday
church.
wana dunga ma shimo
Exactly.
shimo.
They also in other religions I haven't noticed that.
Okay.
But when you just say you're a Christian, just write up kwa bio God fearing. Now they're on your case. They want to find you in the wrong.
Yeah.
So I guess that's one of the things that spikes up the fear.
Right.
And
Right.
just when we were sharing Offset, yeah, this is the question that I normally ask myself: does it have eternal consequences? Yeah, because I read somewhere that says I would rather stand with God and be judged by the world
Yeah.
than rather than
Hallelujah.
stand with the world and be judged by God.
Yes.
So that's very key to me.
Yeah.
I like what you've just said. I'm sorry for cutting you short.
okay.
And I think I like what you said because of the fact of you'd rather stand with the one. I think that actually is a scripture. That actually is a scripture where they talk about you'd rather fear God who's able to crush, who's able to destroy you both on earth and in hell than to fear man mwenye
Because of
utamwacha
what-
hapa.
Yes, because of what they're going to say.
Man, I like what you said. I like what you
Yeah.
said, and I think for anyone watching now, we need to have that kind of we have that spirit within us, yeah, where you're like, it's true. It's a matter of right or wrong, and we want to relate. Like we've had all of us want to relate with people. We want to be relatable. We want to give as much as we can in terms of interactions and all that. But then at the end of the day, like, who is it you're going to give an account to? You know what I mean? It sounds cliche. I mean, I know all of you mmesikia wahubiri wenye wamesema mtakuwa wapi mkikufa
Kwanza
mtakuwa
wale
wapi?
wa mat.
Hizo wao wa mat.
Uhuru Park.
Mtakuwa wapi? So but you know, at the end of the day, if we were just speaking the truth and the truth alone, that's actually what matters. So whatever stand you create will be necessary for you to do it now, and to form that within your spirit moving forward. So
Yeah, I think that's, I really like that you brought out that point, because having an eternal perspective as you live your life really, really helps to put everything else in perspective.
Sure.
The reason why you do what you do,
Yeah.
you know, how you live your life, if you have that perspective of, at the end of the day, I will have to give an account. At the end of the day, it's either heaven or hell.
right.
At the end of the day, God is going to judge me. You know how people say, only God can judge. My spirit, you should be
He
scared.
will surely judge you.
You should be scared.
Yeah.
You should judge you. Just throw that phrase around. You should be really scared.
I'm loving this conversation. Guys, we will take a short break, but please stay with us. Please continue to interact with us on @Elevate TV Kenya on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We're coming live to you in a short while, so let's just take that break and we'll see you in a short while.